Gotta ask you, I had no idea that you auditioned for O-Dog.
Menace? Yes, sir. Audition for O-Dog. I don't know if he had everybody audition for O-Dog, but audition for O-Dog. And man, he liked me, man. He was like, man, but I don't know if I was, too old. But I don't care how old I would have been, how good, man. I mean, Lorenz Tate rocked that part, man. Nobody could have been better than that dude. That dude, he one of my favorite actors, man. Lorenz Tate. I go to the movie to see his movies because he put work in, and I like his style. But I auditioned for that part, and he liked it. The Hughes brothers, they liked it. They say, man, you know what, we gonna get you, and we got something. And they put me in the beginning, Clyde, get a little nigga a drink. That was my junk, This part of a grown folks. So that was my claim right there, man, in Menace Society. I didn't know it was gonna turn out to be such a big movie like that, but it did. I was playing like I was 15 years old. I think I was 23 at the time. On the porch, on me and Glenn Plummer.
And you did a good job from what they told you.
Yeah, they loved it. They loved my character. They that's how I got that part, because they say, man, we gonna find something for you, because you did a good job. I said, okay. And they put me in that.
And I know Pac, he was actually, supposed to be in that movie. And I know you told a story about seeing him at the comedy store, right?
Yeah, man. I went to see comedy at the comedy store in Hollywood, man. I went there and I was just watching comedy. And then, I said I'm gonna leave early because I want to leave before everybody come out, because they'll be taking pictures and all that stuff. So I said I'm gonna roll out, and I rolled out, man. He was standing in front of the door, like he was saying bye. I said, hey man, what's up, man? He said, hey man, how you doing, man? How you doing? I said, all right. That was the brief little moment we had, and but it seemed to me like he was saying, almost like in the doorway, waiting for everybody to come out, like he was saying bye to people. Like, okay, that was a bye, I take it, I don't know. That just seemed how it seemed to me. Then right after that, man, he was gone. Same thing with Nipsey. I seen Nipsey at the airport, man. I was buying some water, and he was on the phone. He came over, he saw me, he gave me the pound. He said, what's up, man? I said, what's up? 'Cause I think I did a movie with Nipsey. This movie called, I can't remember the name of this movie, but it was I think it was called Red Drum. I think the movie was called Red Drum, I think. And he was in the movie, and that's when I met him. So yeah, I guess he recognized me. He said, what's up, man? And I said, hey, how you doing? And right after that, he was gone. It's crazy.
Real crazy, man. R.I.P. Nipsey. And to go back to Tupac, you saw him 2 weeks before he passed away, right?
Yeah, yeah. He was gone, man. He was gone, like it's like he was like setting it up. Like I'm just like, wow, I mean, why would he stand in the middle of the door when everybody coming out? He was like right there in the middle so everybody could see him when they was coming out. So I don't know if he was waiting on somebody, or what it was, but he was saying, like, told me, because I left, and because I was the first one out, because I had left before everybody else got ready to leave.
You being in Hollywood so long, right? Have you ever been offered a role that you wasn't happy with?
Yeah, it was a role that, speaking of Tupac, it's funny because it was a role that they wanted to play in this movie, and I was supposed to be like looking at Tupac and like excited by Tupac, like I was finna masturbate to the Tupac video. I ain't want to audition for that. I ain't gonna call the movie out, but I ain't gonna audition for that.
I know exactly the movie you're talking about too. Friday After Next, Terry Crews part.
I ain't gonna tell you the movie, but I ain't want to audition for that. I ain't want to, out of respect for Tupac. It ain't nothing else that I respect him too much to do that. So I ain't want to do that. Yeah. But I ain't got nothing against nobody, Hey, I ain't got what a man do for a living. It's his life, but I didn't want to do that. Yeah. I just didn't want to do it, because, like I say, I respect the dude, and that ain't me. That ain't my style. That's something that I in Hollywood that, that I didn't feel comfortable with, man. You know, not to say that you know, it was bad for somebody else. It just wasn't for me.